the longest car in the world. My gosh, guys, the world's longest limo. This is it right here, the world's longest limo. What?
And this is one of the feature cars of the film. It's called the Spirit of Nemo. This car took over 6,600 hours to complete, and every single thing you see on the aluminum is all hand carved. This is one of the two vehicles they did for the film. This is the hero version, and the other one was a stunt version. What that says is essentially all hero cars are the cars that you get all the close-ups in, and the slower rolling shots have every single detail working. The stunt cars are meant for the stunts. So this one has every single detail all according to it, and it's the only one remaining in the world because the stunt car actually got broken down a couple of years ago for parts overall. So this beauty right here is one off overall, and the builder of this vehicle said he would never do it again of how much work it took to build this car. So now we're gonna make our way into the 20s.
I like this one. Looks nice.
It still runs and drives, only in a straight line, of course. And most recently, we actually took it out a few months ago to the back. Took 3 donor vehicles to get it back up to par, and essentially it's mainly meant for aesthetics. It's, again, we had to have it running and driving to reset the record, but other than that, this is the rest of its life it's going to be living right here.
Yo, this is tough. The longest car in the world.
So right here, guys, again, the American dream. This is just the back half of it. Yes, that is an actual working helicopter pad. We had a helicopter land on it. Yes, these is a working jacuzzi where we fill it up. Last time we filled it up actually with jelly beans. It was so much fun cleaning up.
Jacuzzi.
And then we have our little putting green right here to work on the little tee. Now this vehicle has 26 wheels and it holds up to 75 of your closest friends, essentially. So it was built in the 80s just for the very purpose because it was the 80s. It originally started at 23 feet, and then from there it went all the way to 100. Now, the funny story about how we reset the record, so when we found it, it was in shambles in New Jersey. It was basically a shell of rust. So it took 3 years to rebuild it here in-house, and the main rebuild process was just to kind of have it stored outside, but things changed with the city, of course. Now, the funny thing about it is after they were done building it, the gentleman that was building it for us, he actually forgot to add the extra foot to the chassis to really reset the record. So how we reset the record on this original car, we actually extended the bumpers front and then back to get the extra 1.5 inches to get by the new world record overall. But
my gosh, guys, the world's longest limo. This is it right here, the world's longest limo. The pirate.
This vehicle in particular was involved in the scene that she was in an accident and her owner was very sad, and she actually repaired herself in front of her owner. And then for the time in the 80s, it was a very groundbreaking technique of stop motion for real life parts overall. So she repaired herself, and in the moment it was done, this is the car that appeared, and they did all the close-ups, all the panoramas. Once that scene was done, we put this car away. Our second mystery machine overall, and it's one of our first photo opportunities. Now the question always arises, why do you guys have 2 mystery machines? But the main difference between this one and the one that we have up front, the one up front is dedicated more towards the cartoon version, and this one's dedicated more to the live action version, which is a little bit more hardwired out overall. And like I said, this is one of our first photo opportunities. The artwork is subpar, if you will, but that's how the Mr. Desert was able to buy it. Now, by all means, I could have somebody sit in the front seat, nice. You get a couple there, or even right here, and just take a couple pictures, guys.
Yo, I'm inside the Scooby-Doo car, man. It looks cool, doesn't it? This is what they used in like the last the live action movie. Bro, this is cool. Look at this.
This doesn't even look like Scooby-Doo.
Like this is the front. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
The back was where Scooby used to do.
This is the back. Wait, this is the back. That's cool. Hold on, they have Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones, look at that. Indiana Jones.
Candy for our kids, Mr. Bean's Holiday. That's actually the
Hey, Mr. Bean, I remember that show. I grew up on Mr. Bean. I remember that show. Never really watched it. You never watched Mr. Bean?
Mr. Bean.
So this is the military room. These are like the old cars they use for war. All of this looks nice. Look at this. The car, the motorcycle, the helicopter back there. It looks awesome. This is the Great Gatsby room. Look at this. Look at that, Joseph. Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones.